All right, whatever you guys
Are you taking a picture?
He's in a
Oh,
film.
you're filming
yeah, I'm
this?
going to film for, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Technology.
I'm on guard.
All right. 103.7 WMGM rocks. It's Sean Patrick here at Fantasy Football Fest 2012 with legendary quarterback, you know him from CBS, Inside the NFL, Phil Simms. Welcome.
Wait, hold on. You got to start legendary?
Legendary.
Wow,
I'll say it. And I'm an Eagles and Dolphins fan.
You are, you're an Eagles
for
fan.
a Giant.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, one time I was doing the Eagles game. They showed me on the screen, and I held up both of my Super Bowl rings. I had to get an arm people to take me out of the stadium. Boy, they were, of course, anytime they show me on the screen in the Eagles Stadium, even today, they still boo me, so that's awesome.
Well, I interviewed Otis Anderson yesterday, and I was wearing a LaShawn McCoy jersey. He says this is the closest he's ever been to an somebody in the Eagles jersey without being hit.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, it was pretty rough. There's no doubt about it. OJ was part of that. I really do miss some of the old stadiums just for memories. RFK, you know, of course, the Vet. Oh my gosh, it didn't get much worse than the Vet.
No one here misses the Vet.
Oh yeah, but it had. There was something to it. Maybe it's the bad field, but I think most of it had to do with the people on it who were pretty rough.
So, you know, you're here for Fantasy Football Fest. Or are you a fantasy football guy? I've been asking everyone here. Do you play fantasy football?
Well, you know, I'm actually in a league, but I do have a general manager, and all I do is gripe at him that we don't do well. That was a stupid pick. You did this, do that. But I do give he'll say, who should I play today? And he'll ask me a few questions as I'm getting ready to go to the booth, and I'll give him my opinion on those players.
Okay.
So, but the key thing was the draft, and I always like going, what were you thinking? But I have done pretty good. He's done pretty good. We actually won the league one year, and the biggest thing is Jim Nance is in the league, and all that's important, I don't care if I lose every game, just beat Jim Nance, which we've been doing.
Nice. Now, we hear you on CBS during the football season. You're also on Inside the NFL. Which one do you like doing better? Doing the Inside the NFL or calling the game?
Well, if you made me choose one, I would definitely do the games.
Okay.
Just because I like being at the sites and being involved, seeing how the games play out physically, emotionally, everything. You know, and the great thing about being an announcer is I have a lot of inside information. So don't be calling me on Sunday morning. So that part is really fun. But I love the NFL, Inside the NFL, just for the fun part of it, because we can really basically do whatever we want. So I like that part of it. And of course, hey, look, I do the show for a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason why I said yes to the show was because I wanted to argue against Chris Collinsworth.
Okay.
So that's working out well.
You have some classic arguments. Now, is it as fun taping it as it is to watch it? You look like you guys are having fun.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fun. And, yeah, we always say we should just have a camera follow us when we're off camera because it gets worse. But we do have a lot of fun. We really do.
Awesome. Now, I asked Keith Byers over there his prediction for the Super Bowl. I won't tell you what he predicted yet, but what's your prediction this year?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's so far away. I know this. I think the AFC is loaded. I'm sure I'm going to have to predict the Super Bowl game as I do Showtime and all that. People love that. I always do the same thing every year. I go to the Super Bowl, and I always say to all the radio, I said, these are the two teams I picked before the year. And they go, did you really? I said, yes. Who's going to check? Yeah. Right? Is the officer, am I right? And nobody's going to check. They go, that's unbelievable. You picked the Cardinals and the Steelers. I picked them before the season. So, but now the way things are on TV, so I'm getting called out maybe. But I think the Giants are loaded. I really do. Quarterback, receivers, and they can hit the quarterback better than anybody. They're loaded on the defensive front, and that could be But you know, look at the AFC. It is just. It's got some good teams. I said it wrong. The NFC is stacked, but I look at the Giants and 49ers as still as my two favorites, and the team that's I think has a chance to be special this year is the Houston Texans. Okay. They're ready to win. They got depth. They got a taste of it last year. The quarterback's back. They're tough. They're an aggressive team on both sides of the ball. There's a lot of that's a pretty good formula to have great success. So we'll see how that works out.
And my last question for you: you got two highly talented quarterbacks coming into the league this year, rookies, RG3, Andrew Luck.
Not to interrupt you, but Keith Byers is one big dude, isn't he?
Yeah, his hands, massive.
I mean, his hands. Who can look at his whole body? Man, you couldn't hurt him if you hit him with an axe.
He could have been a linebacker, quite honestly. I think.
He's too damn big to be a linebacker. If he was playing football now, they'd make him put his hand on the ground. But the two quarterbacks this year, yeah, big high profile. You know, it's so different coming to the league now as a quarterback. Franchises protect them, they groom them, they do whatever it takes. It's like the only child. You know, the parents, they just dote on him, and they're going to make sure that he has a really good life or whatever. And that's the way it is for these quarterbacks now. And so they'll have success because the teams know and the coaches know if those quarterbacks don't have success, they're going to find somebody else to get in there to make sure they have success. They're both talented in different ways. Andrew Luck is just a big, really, really big physical quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes out. And of course, Robert Griffin III is a different kind of type. You know, he's going to be a little more mobile. It'll be interesting to see how they use him, but they both have a lot of talent.
Phil, thank you so much. A pleasure.
Okay, my pleasure. Dan Marino, you look